In order to fully get this, you have to understand this one basic premise. People can 100% do things that touch our triggers and our emotions. The emotion is yours. Emotion comes from your perception of events, your belief and value systems, and your lived experience. Therefore, the emotion lives inside of you and it is your responsibility to manage it. We can manage it in one of two ways. We can ask other people to change their behavior so that we don't have to experience certain emotions. Or we learn to self-soothe, self-validate, and set boundaries so we don't experience certain emotions. Now, most people will go for option one. Ask other people to change their behavior so they don't have to experience certain emotions. This is the easiest option, right? Because it means you don't have to learn to self-soothe. You don't have to face the uncomfortableness of your fears or your self-doubt. But by choosing this, you're handing your power over to other people, putting your feelings in their hands. So when they mismanage them, you get to point the finger at them and say, hey, you're causing my hurt feelings. This option keeps you stuck in a state of disempowerment because you're making other people responsible to manage your feelings. Now, there's a difference between expressing how we feel and blaming people for how we feel. How many people have experienced this scenario? You approach your partner about something hurtful they did. Maybe they said something to humiliate you, or maybe they yelled at you. You express how you feel using an appropriate I feel statement. When you yell, I feel scared. I feel statements do not issue blame. Issuing blame would sound something like, I feel like you're trying to scare me, or you made me feel scared. But I feel statements allow you to take responsibility for your feelings. I feel scared. Now, because you're holding up a mirror to their behavior and because they have such a wounded concept of self, all they can hear is blame and criticism. So this triggers their feelings of guilt and shame, and now they're upset with you for pointing out their behavior and making them feel bad. This is classic DARVO. I wasn't yelling at you, I was amplifying my voice. You criticize me for everything. I can never do anything right. I can't believe you called me scary and you're accusing me of yelling. When we blame our emotional experience on other people, we don't allow ourselves to see the messages that the emotions are trying to communicate. So in my example where I said, when you yell, I feel scared, the message in the guilt and shame was it's time to unpack what inside of me causes me to yell or name call or be a shitty person. When we don't do the work to unpack why we feel the way we feel, and we blame our emotions on other people, we fail to take accountability for the belief systems that drive those emotions. And we end up placing our emotional well-being in the hands of others.